Thank you, man. All right, great. Yes, I'm with a cute kitten heel.
What about dating?
It's funny because Marison has a different, Sue has a totally different disposition than we do. Me and Sherry have the same kind of point of view.
Okay.
Sherry will be like, so we approach it differently.
So let's hear from you guys. What do y'all think as far as heights in dating or any things that's important to you?
I like tall guys,
But
I attract the short ones.
Serious?
so
I should say serious. That is true.
questions
That
from
is
one of our
common.
episodes. So the short guys, do you feel like it's an attraction or fetish?
Fetish.
We said the same thing.
What do you think?
For short guys?
When short guys like taller women, do you think it's an attraction or a fetish?
Yeah.
They act like it, but they have the best game. And I recall us discussing one of my friends that was tall. He said he's never had to date anybody. He's never had to approach a woman or anything because shorter women automatically approach them. So they've never had to go out and try to pick up someone because they've always had a woman.
That makes sense. I remember something I had pointed out, and we were kind of like, it's like, okay, so if we are attracted to tall men and they are easily approached by shorter women, perhaps we should approach too, if we're interested.
Well, one guy told me the reason he don't date tall women is because he don't like the eye-to-eye contact. It makes him feel intimidation.
Okay, I've always assumed that was the reason.
But I find that ironic because a short man will be way more confident and they would not care. A shorter man would not care.
I think it's more of a challenge to the shorter guys. I think they just find it challenging and
He told me, I was like, really?
And that's why you want to that's the point. That's why
That's
you
exactly what
He's probably not a very honest guy
Yeah,
because
you
he
have
don't
the
look at
taller guys.
Who's that?
short
Oh, the
guys.
tall
And
guy.
then you want an NBA player.
NBA, NFL.
Then you imagine you got the little high school point guard.
You played that point before,
Genetics is serious.
Yeah.
Because most of the times that I've seen, and I could be wrong, because there are no statistical facts for my statement. Your daughter winds up taller, your son doesn't. And then you don't know what to
She
do.
don't like sports.
And she doesn't like sports. She just want to be a big ballerina. You don't want to play basketball.
A tall woman.
Oh my God.
That's too.
Gorgeous.
Love it.
Gorgeous.
Love it.
Tall man a little bit.
Right. I'm like, you love it with your kids.
That is pretty common.
Yeah, it's very common, but it looks funny to them if we're with a short man. But guess what? It looks funny to us when you're with a short woman. You know what I mean? So it's like,
So I say it's fair game because we did point out that in the conversation as well, and we did get a couple comments where the shorter guy was complimenting his taller woman and supporting, we in this together. It doesn't matter. So it's beautiful to hear the stories of love, regardless,
Right.
And so I am a little biased too. I love tall man.
right.
But
Exactly.
right?
Love it.
Yeah. So what about you, Adrian? What was your thoughts of dating and height?
I like tall
You
men
like
too.
tall men?
I do. And taller than me.
Okay.
Taller than me.
Okay.
That's not hard to do.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Sometimes some, being shorter than myself, they will approach me and it's cute. I'm like,
It is
shorter
cute.
than me.
It is cute. And here's the thing: we are, not bashing our,
Not at
stuff
all.
out there.
No.
We just have our personal preferences, and I think everyone is entitled to that. So it's nothing against anyone. But yeah.
But don't get mad at your son when he's a point guard.
No, see.
Because you decide to go get the 411.
That's right,
Yeah.
4'11". Nothing wrong with it being 4'11", but
And the shorter man want the tall women to wear heels.
yes.
The tall man be like, well, why are you wearing heels?
Why you up here with-
yeah.
Well, that's probably a confidence factor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess being
Yeah.
shorter, you probably have built a different level of self-esteem.
Yeah.
Whereas being tall, you automatically was awarded that self-esteem.
I guess you. Oh, or it's projected onto you.
Yeah.
People just already
Automatically,
feel
they automatically assume
more.
you can fight. But to be
Yeah.
honest, if I had to be in a fight and somebody, I probably would have got a short man to fight for me because I think he can tear somebody up. I don't think a lot of tall guys can fight.
Now, see,
Yeah.
that's a challenge.
I don't tall because I'm just gonna shoot.
Like, shorter. Well, I've never had anyone shorter than me. I've
Okay.
never been with anyone shorter.
Me either.
I have.
I remember my first boyfriend. We were exactly the same height, and I used to go like that. I remember doing that, and that's when I realized, and that's when I got the first indication that I feel more confident, and I just like a taller man because we were the same height. But like put on some shoes, and I'd be like, a little bit taller, and I'd be like, just to. So I was like, okay, that's a thing for me for some reason. So I like to like reach up.
The security.
Or at least, yeah,
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
over.
up.
Yeah, not like that.
You don't want the whole conversation. Come on, baby.
What you gotta do? Come on. It's a tall girl thing, sorry. And again, we can't speak for every tall woman.
No, we cannot.
Because there are a lot of tall women who love their shorter guys, and it works. So I say, if it works for you, work it, right? Love
But
what you
just
love.
Like they
That's
say,
right.
you like it, I love it.
Exactly. But yeah, so this is cool. I'm enjoying the conversation. But oh my gosh, like how many other things have we brought up? Most recently, we brought up a topic. I don't know if you got to see it. There was a tall woman on Steve Harvey's show.
Oh, yeah.
And she got up and made a comment that she tends to be abrupt with her responses when people ask, say, you're so tall. And so she will say, well, you're short. And her kids think that that's rude or mean is what she said. So we already touched on that a bit, but we just wanted to get your feedback to kind of see.
You say
your
something
thoughts
over
on
the
it.
river.
Like, and two questions she had asked. She's like, ways on how to not be so abrupt. And the second part of the question was, she also didn't want to feel like she had to be apologetic
Right.
for her answer, I guess, or for how they felt.
But we just saw that same comment on Instagram when someone posted
Yeah.
that, we hear it all the time. So if someone's abrupt with the statement, it's because it's not new to us. It's like,
Right.
let it go. I'm in here to buy some chips. I do not want to be interviewed or whatever.
Mm.
And it's like, I ain't standing in line. We all in the line tight. If you want to interview me, I'll be a tall. Thank you.
So what do you?
And you say, oh, you so tall. I say, well, you so short. I mean, what's the problem?
Okay, so you
And
fall
then they get offended.
just
Yeah,
okay.
and they get offended. I don't
But they get offended. That's where the apology comes in because they get offended because you're answer.
apologize.
So that's just how you feel. That's how you feel. Right. Just over it.
Why are
over
you
it.
so tall? Well, why are you so short?
That face. That facial expression.
She got the face for it.
I'm done.
Yeah. Is it so? May I ask? Is it just like you're tired of the questions, or
Yeah,
like?
I'm just tired of the why you so tall and ooh, look at you just. Can you get that for me? I'm tall.
Okay.
Mama.
Yeah. Mama,
Right.
you tall.
For the kids, like.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the kid don't come like this,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was
like,
like,
oh, look at she's so tall. I hear you, little girl. I hear when they say it. I have little kids.
I hear you, little girl.
Right. You talking loud.
You're not whispering.
Yeah.
right. Now I would have to ask, do y'all ever encounter those kind of questions particularly?
I have encountered that question so many times.
Don't take
I have heard that question. I don't know how many times when I was sick.
About her.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, ain't lie, I'm mad for you.
It was, oh man, we were younger. What was it? Oh
Yeah.
man. We were
Everywhere.
younger. It was just so awesome because initially it was, I should say.
Right.
Yeah.
From-
After so long, I would be afraid for the
Right.
because I like to watch people, so I observe and I already know when the person's getting ready to say it. So they get ready to say it, and then I already know.
I be doing like those just with.
Yes, I already know her answer. I'm like, yeah, they don't know. They're probably about to get cursed out. It doesn't matter if it's a child.
Oh yeah. All game. All
Mama
fair
teach
love.
your kids, yes, mama teach your kids not to,
She gonna give it to you.
yes, not to look at tall people and just be so
Rude.
Yes. She said rude.
You gonna walk away with this experience.
So I have to ask, 'cause I remember my first encounter alongside Steph, okay, and like, I was like, the ground could open up and swallow me. I was like,
Now this is her sound.
everybody's like gawking, right? So I was like, I'm just smiling, laughing, whatever. And then that happened. I was like, so like, what was your way of handling it? Like, when that happened? No words.
Yes.
Just no words.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's
Oh, ready.
Yeah.
I'm always ready.
Like all my life. Yeah.
But it's not just, but you know, I'm always ready about anything. It ain't
That's
right.
right. That is your
So
personality.
it's so
Yeah.
I just that comes natural, but I'm off the rip.
Now, what about you, Adace? Now, you're singing.
Well, no, I don't typically get the you're tall.
Okay. Mm.
But you dealt with it with your daughter growing up
Yes.
because they felt like
Okay.
she was tall for a minute.
Right.
And she's still
and Anaya is only 5'8", but you know, with her playing different sports
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, softball, you know, they're like, oh my God, she's tall.
For softball.
Yeah.
She's tall for softball. You know,
She is
but
for
then-
softball. She is for softball.
But then for basketball, here you are, a 5'8" point guard.
Which is
Okay.
still
So
tall.
for a point guard.
It's still tall for a
Okay.
point guard.
Okay.
So, you know,
Did that ever get on your nerves or get to you, or you just kind of accepted
No.
it? Okay.
it never, you know,
Okay.
just laugh it off.
So we're on the same team on that.
Yeah,
Because, I mean,
we're-
there
now-
are differences
You're right,
in
you're right.
opinion. Yeah.
And that doesn't bother me. It didn't
Yeah.
bother her. But once we became friends and family with Stephanie and Taylor,
Mhm.
now we're like, oh yeah, we're tall too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying, we're just as tall.
Exactly.
Right? So we'll
Yeah.
walk somewhere and it might be the four of us, and Naya and I might be on our tippy toes. Tall like Stephanie. Yeah.
They're like,
Are we there yet? 'Cause we're tired.
Right. Right. So that's like a running joke for us. Like, me and Naya will just
Kind
get
of
on our tippy toes.
Okay.
You good? You good?
Okay, yeah. So I was thinking, I'm sorry, I'm a toucher.
No.
Sorry. So something I was thinking about when she had said about how to not be so abrupt, I was thinking, okay, well, if you want to be true to who you are, and that's how you really feel, what about if you just said it a little differently? I'm only saying this because she was like, I guess she was wanting to see how to not be abrupt, but still say what she means. So I was thinking, okay, she says, what if she says, instead of saying you so short, you could say, well, I see we're each other's opposites. Or like, we're opposites. That's like, no, but it's not meant to snap. But then, so is there a way to, like, I guess when it is just direct, how about just direct as opposed to abrupt, right? Because I don't think, if that's how some people really want to answer, they should be able to say how they feel.
But
Right?
if you
The
are
way they
comfortable
feel.
saying
it.
how you say it,
Mhm.
then my response should not be altered. Like,
Okay.
this is who I am. Like, if I go, gracious of you to say that, y'all gonna be like, Stephanie, what is wrong with you?
So I guess our answer is,
But you have to realize, like, even with me, you gotta realize, it's not even just about height. I'm like that with anything.
right.
You say anything, I'm like that. So it's more than just height. It's just what's in my mind.
I'm used to our vibe now, so like in the beginning, it was like, you know what
I
I
know
mean?
she
So,
would pass
yeah.
out because we were roommates in college. So she would pass out, and like one time we were at a grocery store, and this this is what you're talking about. When we were at the grocery store, and the cashier was like, she was talking to the guy that was bagging the groceries. Oh my gosh, she makes you look so short. I said, oh my gosh, she makes you look so skinny. And Mary was like, I was like, she said something. But she was ready to just go through the floor. I was like, what I do? And I'm thinking like, well, what did I do? I didn't feel like I did anything. What was the difference? Just like the video I sent you. If you open your mouth to say something, you're supposed to be ready. I don't need it. Do you really think you need to tell me that I'm tall? Like, I came in this piece like this. You don't have to come all the way across the room. If it's something on my nose, on my shoe, that's something you tell me. But you need to tell me that I'm tall. I got grooves from somebody drunk, you know. But it's not like it offends me. I just like making you react the way I want to react. Like the reaction.
So we definitely have different ways that people will respond, and it's all good. So I guess what we're saying ultimately is just be prepared for whatever answer you get, right? If you're gonna ask, yeah.
And it's funny because when I'm with Stephanie, I straight ad-lib everything she said. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna ask somebody why they tall. I just ad-lib.
It's her aunt Anaya.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
Anaya does it for Taylor.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Then we were talking, as you mentioned, the girls, both your girls, just coming out of high school and going to college.
Second year, yeah.
We had started talking about how when we were younger, how there were challenges and adjustments we had to make as our bodies were growing because we're growing so much faster than everybody. So those were the awkward years, right?
Absolutely.
And so we often reference the younger generation and how maybe what we have to say can help them make their transition a little bit smoother and let them know it's not going to be in that awkward phase for long or whatnot. But I was just kind of wondering, with your experience coming up.
See, as an
Was
educator, she had that experience before.
Oh, okay.
Because
Please share.
you remember, I think Khloe Kardashian made a comment because her parents are tall, and everybody kept calling her big. And her mother said she's not big, she's tall, and people don't understand there is a difference. And you remember that I said that they automatically put you're a big step, big suit, you're big in front of your name, regardless. You big share.
Do you like that? Does it bother you?
I'm used to it, but I'm saying it's automatically appended because you remember we had that conversation before, and then you noticed one of the taller students
Yes.
that somebody was doing that for, and you was like, "You're right, you're right."
So how was when you noticed it, did you just react to it or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I did, immediately.
Yeah.
You know, and because, to be honest, she was a sixth grader. last
Okay.
year, but she
Okay.
was like six feet.
Okay, nice. Wow.
Right
Okay.
at 6 feet in the sixth grade.
Okay.
So of course she's statued over everyone else.
Students and teachers.
Right.
Yeah.
So, they would make little jokes, but it was not allowed in my
Okay.
You know,
And
I
that's
was I was
important.
nipping in the bud.
Yeah.
Nip it in the bud.
And we'd love to perhaps
Yeah.
have a extended show on that with you.
Okay.
Since you're in the school system, you're around these younger kids, and you can tell us from your point of view things that you've seen, and maybe just talk about that a little bit if you would like to. Come out again. Awesome. And the reason why I think it's important is because those are formative years for your thinking.
You
trying
want to be like
align.
everyone else.
Exactly. And so I think that's the time when you really have to shape.
Define who you are.
Exactly.
Your identity.
So we were wanting to reach into that segment as well of the tall community to get to the younger generation to kind of help pull them along.
Because for me, when I was younger, I wanted to wear the riding boots like everybody else, but I couldn't wear them because they didn't have them in my size.
You still can't wear
And
it.
that's
You still not when you back then.
Everybody had the
Got your boots on.
but I wanted them because they didn't have them in my size. So, I
And then
felt
growing
some
up, we
way.
wore like boys jeans. You remember like Levi's? We had
Yeah,
boys
boys
jeans
jeans.
coming up,
That's
right?
something I just didn't like them. I didn't like how they
Well,
fit.
like growing up in Atlanta, there were certain trends that, the Levi's and things like that. So we had to wear the boys Levi's because it was like that's the closest you can get
I
to
wanted some
being.
Jordans, but I couldn't find them.
And the pony and not the horse.
That's why it's so exciting when you start seeing things like, oh my gosh, I could wear that. I could wear that cute outfit because they have it in my height now.
But so many people aren't aware that there are tall clothes out there or that you need them. Like my mother is she's older now, but she's like 5'8", 5'9". So she understood the need for me growing up the whole way that I needed tall clothes.
Right.
You've always known that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've had that same discussion here. You gave Taylor tall clothes. You need to.
I contribute. Yeah.
But that was one of the conversations we had because of our parents, like the way our upbringing. You was like, I didn't really feel the need to look for it. I didn't really think about it. My mom was like,
I mean,
wearing it. It's not
for
tall.
me,
You're not wearing
To
it.
speak to my experience, it would be so difficult to find that my mother, when we would go shop, she was just like, well, find something, whatever that works. So it wasn't like we'll go resource and check where we'll get just tall clothes. So I would look and see what I could find, and I find things, but it's just the options were not broad. So I made do with what I had access to, but it wasn't a necessity, essentially, when we went shopping for clothes to make sure we searched out for tall clothing. So as an adult, and I started coming to my own style and my own thing, yeah, I started looking more, but yeah, and then like you just came up that way.
Yeah, my
So,
mother
because
required
yeah,
it. There was
so-
no
so that's
nothing.
a
She was like,
difference.
the dress gotta be tall because it got dropped. And then as I grew up, I realized why. Because you wear a dress and it's too short because of your height, and you just pull it the whole
Yeah.
time. The
Yeah.
darts and things, everything's in the
Doesn't
wrong
match,
place.
yeah.
It's not in
Yeah.
line.
But we're lucky, and we're always lucky now that times have changed and there are options. We can have these
Just have
conversations.
to order them
We
five
can laugh
seconds.
about the
Yeah.
things that happens to us.
Yeah.
So we're really happy to have you all.
And we love some pop-up shops so we can just go shop and touch and feel.
Yes.
Come to Atlanta, create some pop-up shops or something for us.
Yeah, because it's really cool to be able to
To
touch
touch and feel and,
Yeah.
and not have to pay shipping for
Yeah.
5-7 days. I work
Yeah.
but tonight.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. So anything else you'd like to share with us before we say goodbye?
I love being tall.
That's right.
Yeah.
Me
Yes.
too.
I need to read. Yes, I
Well,
love
that's
my-
right. Like I said, we're the full spectrum,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
And yeah, so it's all about height dreams here and bringing dreams that you have to light, and even bringing ideas to light so that someone else could now create it and put it out there. So we talked about some things. We hope you enjoyed watching the show today. And if that's all we got for them for today, we will say our goodbyes.
Right. We planted the seed.
Now help us grow it. All right.
Yeah.
Till next
Yeah.
time. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.